Alright, and we are live. Good evening po sa inyong lahat mga kaguro. Isang malamig na umaga mula dito sa amin. And of course, we welcome you back to Gurong Pinoy. Tonight, we will be discussing the 20 items, general education items that were answered by the members of our Team Piaget. So sa muli po, no, isang simple reminder, kung kayo po ay member ng Team Piaget, doon po kayo manood sa ating group ng Team Piaget because of course you will be able to enjoy the full-length video in that group. Yung mga nanonood po sa ating Facebook page at also sa ating YouTube channel, your video is only short, no? So preview lang po yung ating video. So again, we invite you to become a member of Team Piaget so that you can join us whenever we answer our quiz. And of course, you can easily download all the PDF, no, yung presentations natin ginagamit sa ating discussion, as well as the video. Okay, so again, please do like this video. Mag-like na po ng ating video, share our video, tag your friends, and of course, react to this video. You can also support us by sending us your stars, of course, whenever you watch us live on Facebook, and of course, super chat, super stickers whenever you watch us on YouTube. Okay, and tonight, of course, we will be talking about general education, these 20 items that you all have answered through your quizzes. Doon po sa mga members ng ating Team Piaget. But before anything else, of course, we all start with our prayer before the start of our class. Samahan niyo po ako para sa ating prayer. We thank you, Lord, for this new day. Help us to embrace all that it may hold for us. To hear the bird song and have new melodies in our hearts. To see the sunrise and create beauty with our hands. To touch the leaves that grow afresh. And allow your love to touch our hearts. To smell the fragrance of the flowers and breathe in the wonder of your creation. To dwell on the beauty of our world and study and fathom your miracles. To enjoy the conversations we have and the lessons we go to. May we drink in all the goodness you have for us. Amen. All right, once again, this is general education, the 20 items that the members of our Team Piaget have answered this morning. Okay, so again, please do like our video. Mag-like na po kayo ng ating video. Mag-heart ng ating video. Start a watch party. Tag your friends. Share our video especially. And we will be starting in just a few minutes. Okay, good evening po sa lahat-lahat. Welcome po sa ating mga newbies, sa lahat ng mga first-timers natin. Good evening po. And of course, sa ating mga Team Thunder, sa ating mga veterano, welcome back. Good evening from Zamboanga del Sur. Si Facebook user, hindi ko po nakikita yung inyong pangalan. From City of Naga, Cebu, Ma Maria Jel Ragasa. Good evening po. Ayun, yung mga bago natin, welcome po. Ma Megan Cadelina. Si Ma'am Rhea Abukay Frasco Torrecampo, good evening po, welcome. Sa lahat ng ating mga newbies, welcome po. We hope you'd enjoy the first time that you're joining us, and of course, you will be coming back, no? And again, if you still are not a member of Team Piaget, magpa-member na po kayo. And of course, it's very easy to become a member. Just send us a message to our Facebook page. If you are watching us on our Facebook page right now, mag-send po kayo ng message mamaya dyan. Okay, so we start with question number 1. Okay, question number 1. We have a category of science. A group of organisms similar to one another that can interbreed is known to scientists as, is it letter A, molecules, letter B, organic cluster, letter C, genus, or letter D, species? What's the answer for number 1? Facebook user, good evening from Iloilo City. Ang akon kasi Manwa. Kasyudad. Okay, what's your answer for number one? Number one? From Tupi, South Cotabato, Sir Rogie Tuazon. Good evening po. Ma'am Danica Dimaano Ramos. From Rosario, Batangas. Good evening. From Davao City, Sir Felix Pantoja. Hello po. From Holosolu, Ma'am Nirhada Taraman, sorry. From Zamboanga Peninsula, Ma'am Jonabel Tanga. Hello po sa lahat ng ating mga kaguro sa iba't ibang panig, no? Sa iba't ibang parte ng Pilipinas at meron din tayo, of course, international. Okay, number one, what's your answer? Again, if you have a group of organisms similar to one another and that they can interbreed, ito yung pinaka-hint mo dito, they can interbreed. This is known as, what's your answer for number one? Okay, I see these. From Mandahilag, Talisayan, Misamis Oriental. First time ko po itong manood ng live nyo. Thank you for sharing your knowledge to us. That's coming from Ma'am Yadni Estanyol Fabre. Good evening po. Welcome sa mga first-timers. From the City of Love din. Si Facebook user, hindi ko po nakikita yung inyong name. From Lake Cebu, South Cotabato, Ma'am Wency or Sir Wency de la Gente. Good evening po. Okay, letter D, ang karamihang choice ninyo, no? So going back to our question, group of organisms similar to one another that can interbreed is known as letter A, molecules, letter B, organic cluster, letter C, genus, or letter D, species. The correct choice here, of course, would be letter D, species. Okay, species is the correct choice. Justin PH, good evening po, first timer. All right, now, of course, when you say molecules, this is, or molecules are combination of the different elements, no? So, pag meron kang element, of course, is the form of matter, classification of matter that cannot be broken down any further. Okay, so that's your element. If you have combinations of elements, then you'll have your molecule. And we all know from your molecule, you can form your organelles. When you say organelles, these are the tiny structures inside your cell, like the nucleus, the mitochondria, your Golgi apparatus, all these parts of your cell, no, those are your organelles. And going out, of course, you have your cell, which is the basic unit of structure and function. Paulit-ulit na ito, no, sa ating levels of organization. If you have a group of cells, then you'd call that a tissue. If you have a group of tissue, then you'd call that organ. If you have several organs working together, performing one function, then that would be your organ system, your body system. Now, of course, these different body systems would help form your organism. No? When you say organism, this is a living thing. When you have a population, that is a group of organisms belonging to the same species. And when you have community, these are different types of species. Okay, then of course you have your ecosystem, which is the interaction between the living things and the non-living things of your environment. And of course, you have the biosphere, all the layers of the earth that support life. No? So that's according to your levels of organization. Now, organic cluster, when you say organic cluster in chemistry or in science, whenever you see the term organic, this simply means it has carbon. Okay, so when you say organic in chemistry, in science, this means it is carbon containing. Meron siyang carbon in its structure. Now, genus and species, on the other hand, when you have your scientific name, say scientific name ng mais mo ay Zea mays, no? Scientific name ng inyong rice is Oryza sativa. Those two words, those two names are actually your genus name and your species name. Genus name yung nauuna, no? So Oryza, for example, that would be the genus name, and sativa would be the species name. Now, going back to the question that we have here, yung pinaka-hint natin dito is that if two organisms belong to the same species, and by the way, species is both plural and singular, so again, you don't say one species, palaging one species, no? Species or species. Parehas pong tama yung pagkakapronounce, no? It's either species or species. And again, yung word na species ay po pwedeng singular, po pwedeng plural. So wala po tayong term na species. So even if you are just talking about one, you don't say one species, you'd always say one species. Okay, species. And so if you have if you have two organisms and they can interbreed, that means pag sinabi mong interbreed dito, that means pwede silang magkaanak. That means that these two organisms are belonging to the same species. Okay? They belong to the same species. Kaya palagi kong sinasabi, no, ikaw at yung kambing, ikaw at ang manok, ikaw at ang aso, ikaw at ang pusa, kahit anong gawin mo, no, you can never interbreed because of course you do not belong to the same species. Only two organisms belonging to the same species can have babies, no, can interbreed. Okay, so again, letter D is the correct choice for number 1. No? Pag tama kayo, mag-like na po, mag-share ng ating video. We have so many people watching us na hindi pa po nagla-like, hindi pa po nagre-react sa ating video. I-share na po yung ating video so that we can reach out to more people. We can also help them just like you. Pag mali naman, sumigaw lamang ng awit to, pero mag-move on ka agad. Okay? This is just number 1. Marami pa po tayong items. We go to number 2. Anne will be 5 years old X years from now. How old is she now? Okay, so which equation or which terms here would represent the age of Anne now? Is it letter A, F minus X? Letter B, X minus F? Letter C, X? Letter D, F? Okay, so Anne will be F years old X years from now. How would you solve that? Okay, how would you solve how old she is right now? Andito na naman si X. Sabi ni Ma'am Michelle Steve. Okay, letter B. Thank you po for tagging your friends. Ma'am Honeylove Valdez. Again, please do like this video, share this video, start a watch party, tag your friends. Meron naman pong sound, Ma'am Ana Raquel Hama Altres. Paki-check po. Okay, letter B. I see a lot of letter B's. Okay, A, may question mark. Ang daming letter B. Okay, now going back to the question that you have here, Anne will be F years old, X years from now. Kunwari, no, pag nilagay mo, Anne will be 15 years old. Okay, let's try to represent it with numbers. Okay, so kunwari, Anne will be 15 years old 10 years from now. Okay, so 10 years from now. That means papaano mo makukuha yung age ni Anne now. Okay, and as you can see, I am trying to subtract, subtract, no, not subtract. I am trying to subtract the age of Anne X years from now. Okay, so her age minus the number of years. Okay, so then the correct choice that you'll have here would be letter A po, no? So F minus X, the age of Anne minus the number of years, and that's how you get Anne's age right now. Okay, so letter A po ang ating choice, F minus X. That's the correct answer. Okay, so F minus X, that is the correct choice. Okay, so kunwari, 15, magiging 15 years old siya 10 years from now, and so you subtract 10 from 15, that is supposedly her age from after those number of years, and so you get her age of 5, no? So right now, and it's just 5 years old. Okay, so letter A, F minus X po ang ating tamang choice. Yung mga sumagot ng B, mag-move on na po kaagad. Okay, marami pa po tayong items. All right, number 3. How will you classify the word scram when it is preferable to say you may go now? Is it letter A, colloquialism, letter B, weak word, letter C, slang, or letter D, solecism? What is the correct choice? Ligwak. Okay, okay lang yan, no? Marami pa po tayong choice items. This is just question number 3. Okay, this is in the category of English. How would you classify the word scram? Ano yung classification ng term na scram when it is preferable to say you may go now? Is this letter A, colloquialism, letter B, weak word, letter C, slang, or letter D, solecism? Okay, so kung itatranslate mo ito sa Tagalog, no, paano mo i-classify yung term na lumayas ka? Okay, layas. kung pupwede mo namang sabihin na pupwede ka nang umalis, no? Imbes na sabihin mo sa isang tao na pupwede ka nang umalis, yung sinasabi mo ay layas, sibat. Okay, so that's the meaning of the term scram. So how would you classify that word then? Is this letter A, colloquialism, letter B, weak word, letter C, slang, or letter D, solecism? Okay, a lot of you are answering letter C. And letter C, slang here is the correct choice. Okay, so slang po ang ating tamang choice for this number. Okay, so letter C, slang is correct. Now, when you say slang, this is a type of language that consists of words and phrases that are regarded as very informal, are more common in speech than writing, and are typically restricted to a particular context or group of people. In other words, pag ito ay nasa Filipino, yung slang po would be balbal. Okay? So, pinakamababang uri na siya ng wika, no? Balbal. Yung ermat, erpat, no? Yosi, kung ano-ano pang mga terms ang ginagamit, no? So, lengguaheng pangkalye. So, that's your slang, no? So, again, that's balbal. Pinakamababang antas ng wika. Now, when you say colloquialism, a level above slang siya, no? Although it is also not formal, it is not used in literary works. It's typically one used in ordinary or familiar conversation. Pero hindi siya ganun kababa sa antas, no? Hindi siya ganun kababa katulad ng antas ng balbal or ng slang. Now, examples of this was when you say life short, or when pop, soda, and coke can all mean the same thing. Okay? So, pwedeng gumamit ka ng ibang terms, iba-iba yung terms na ginagamit mo para sa isang kataga or isang word, but all of them are common terms, no? So these are all common terms. So pop, soda, coke, ito ay ginagamit sa familiar conversation, ordinary everyday conversation. So that's colloquialism. Now, weak word here, ang ibig sabihin lang naman ng weak word ay mahinang kataga, no? So we don't have any meaning for this. But solecism, on the other hand, is a grammatical mistake in speech or writing. So pag meron kang mistake, meron kang error in speech or in writing, you'd call that solecism. The term is solecism. But again, here, the correct choice would be letter C, slang. Okay, so slang is balbal. Tama yan, Sir RJ Manalo. Okay, so kanto words, balbal. Okay, so that would be slang. We move on to the next item. Among areas of study, blank is the scientific study of animal behavior. Meron na ito sa ating previous Gen Ed, no? Yung last weekend natin, last Saturday natin, meron tayo nito, diniscuss natin to. Isa siya sa mga choices. Is it letter A, immunology, letter B, zoology, letter C, ethology, or letter D, physiology? What's your choice? Okay, what's your choice for this item? Letter B, letter C, B, bonus. Okay, so we have some people who are saying letter C, ethology. Meron din namang letter B. Okay, so we are torn between A, or not A, B and C. Marami kayang tumpak or marami na naman kayang maligwak? Okay, so again, this has already been mentioned in your previous Gen Ed, no? Nung Saturday natin na Gen Ed, meron na ito. And of course, the terms that we are looking for here would be the scientific study of animal behavior. Animal behavior. And the correct choice here is letter C, that's ethology. Okay, so ethology is animal behavior. Animal behavior siya. Immunology, of course, this has something to do with immunity. Okay, so immune system, immunity, that's immunology. Zoology is just the study of animals in general. Okay, so study of animals in general, that's zoology. Kaya meron kang term na zoo, no? Zoo, animals. So zoology is the study of animals, and that is a general term. But your specific field of study, which is a scientific study of animal behavior, how animal would behave, and your choice here would be ethology. Ethology po ang ating tamang choice. Physiology, on the other hand, is the study of the different functions. Okay, so usually yung anatomy and physiology mo would always be together. No? So anatomy is the study of structure, while physiology is a study of function. Okay, so meron kang structure and function of the different body parts of organisms. Okay, so again, hindi po letter B, ouch, ligwak. Our correct choice would be ethology. Okay, so letter B again is just the study of animals in general, but animal behavior is ethology. So letter C po ang ating tamang choice. We move on with the next item. Jojo is experiencing a sense of tedium that is the same as letter A, disgust, letter B, ennui, letter C, species, or letter D, urbane. What is the correct choice for number 5? Okay, what is your choice right here? Ligwak na naman, okay lang po yan. Move on lang kaagad, no? At least review pa lang po ito, hindi pa po ito yung ating final let. Again, please support Guru Pinoy by sending us your stars. Maraming salamat to all our star senders. And of course, if you are watching us on YouTube po, pwede din po kayo mag-send ng super chat, super stickers. Maraming salamat po. Okay, letter B. Karamihang choice dito. First time ko sa live, puro ligwak. Sabi ni Facebook user, okay lang po yan. Bawi lang next time, ma'am or sir. Okay, letter A or letter B? Hati na naman tayo sa A and B, no? Maraming A, marami din namang B. So, sino kaya yung sisigaw ng awit? Okay, yung maliligwak. All right, now going back to the question that you have here, Jojo is experiencing a sense of tedium. That is the same as letter A, disgust, letter B, ennui, letter C, species, or letter D, urbane. Now, when you say sense of tedium here, this is the sense of being tedious, no? Characteristic of being tedious. Pag sinabi mong tedious, nakakapagod, no? Nakakapagod, nakakapanghina, nakakaubos ng lakas. Parang pag-ibig nyo, no? Nakakapanghina, nakakapagod na. Pero sige pa rin kayo ng sige, ayaw nyong give up sa inyong love life. Okay? So that's tedium, no? Nakakapanghina, it's very tedious. Is nakakaubos ng lakas. So that's the sense of tedium. Now we are looking for its synonym. Is that disgust? Okay? So yung disgust naman, nakakadismaya, nakakasuka, no? Kumbaga yung disgust is yucky, no? So that's yucky. Yucky ba yung tedium? No? Kulang ka sa lakas, nauubos yung lakas mo. Is this letter B, ennui? Letter C, species? Or letter D, urbane? The correct choice here, nakakapagod na siya, sabi ni Ma'am Rose Ann. Letter B, ennui is the correct choice. Okay, so letter B, ennui po ang ating tamang choice. And that would mean a feeling of listlessness and dissatisfaction arising from a lack of occupation or excitement. Yung wala kang gana, no? Naubos na yung gana mo, naubos na yung excitement mo dahil pagod ka na, no? Naubos na yung lakas mo. Okay, so that would be ennui. Parehas po sila ng tedium. Now, when you say species here, this means superficially plausible but actually wrong, no? Kapani-paniwala pero hindi tama. Parang yung isang tao, no, yung taong nasa harap mo, akala mo siya na talaga pero hindi pa pala, no? So kapani-paniwala pero hindi tama, yan yung meaning ng term na species. Now, when you say urbane, on the other hand, this means courteous and refined in manner, typically used of a man, no? So usually if someone is a gentleman, you can use the term urbane. Okay, urbane. Now, discuss, of course, alam niyo na kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng discuss, no? Nakakasuka, no? Na nakakadismaya, nakakasuka, yucky. Okay, so that's disgust. When you say that's disgusting. Okay, so again, letter B po ang ating hinahanap. Okay, letter B, ennui ang ating hinahanap. We move on with the next item. Tukuyin ang kahulugan ng tayutay o idioma, mistulang dilubyo ang pagsubok na dumating sa pamilya. Is it letter A, paglaganap ng matinding sakit? Letter B, parang malaking tagutom. Letter C, tila malakas na bagyo. Or letter D, mabigat na palaisipan. Okay, what's the correct choice for this item? What is your choice? Tukuyin ang kahulugan ng tayutay o idioma. Hinahanap natin ang kahulugan ng mistulang dilubyo. Okay? Paglaganap ng matinding sakit, parang malaking tagutom. Letter C, tila malakas na bagyo. Or letter D, mabigat na palaisipan. Okay, when you say mistulang dilubyo, ano bang ibig sabihin ng dilubyo? Okay, nagkaroon ng dilubyo, hinarap ng pamilyang isang dilubyo. The correct choice here, of course, would be letter C. Tama yung letter C, no? Tila malakas na bagyo. That means, ang dami yung kinakaharap na pagsubok. Lalo na ngayong panahon ng pandemya, no? Ngayon medyo okay na, medyo bumalik na yung ating economy, yung iba sa inyong nawalan ng trabaho, bumalik na ng trabaho, nakahanap ng ibang trabaho, yung iba ay dumiskarte, naging online seller, no? Naging plantito, plantita, lahat ng mga halaman ni nanay ay binenta. Okay, meron din namang nag-o-online selling ng clothing, no? So, nagkaroon tayo ng iba't ibang sideline ng pandemic. Kasi kailangan nating mag-move on, kailangan nating mag-adjust, of course, no? We have to all be flexible. And of course, kaya ng Pinoy because we are all resilient, no? We are very resilient. Okay, so mistulang dilubyo, that would be tila malakas na bagyo. Letter C ang tamang choice. We go to the next item. Choose the word similar in meaning to the capitalized esoteric documents. Is it letter A, valuable, letter B, important, letter C, cryptic, or letter D, official? What's your choice for this item? Again, please do share our video, like our video, start a watch party, tag your friends. And of course, please do support Gurong Pinoy by sending us your stars on Facebook and sending us your super chat, super stickers on YouTube. Maraming salamat po for those of you who already done so. Okay, what is your choice in this item? This item right here. Ano kaya yung tama? Alin kaya yung tama dito? Okay, I see a lot of letter C's. May ilang letter B. Meron din namang letter D. So, samut-sari ang ating choice for this item. Meron ding wala na talaga, no? Hindi na nakasagot. Number 7 na lang. Blank na yung sagot ni sir or ni ma'am. Okay, again, just a simple reminder, if you are watching us on our Facebook page and also on our YouTube channel, yours is the shorter version of the video. So again, if you'd want to enjoy the full-length video, magpa-member po kayo sa Team Piaget. I'm pretty sure hindi po kayo magsisisi, no? Lahat po ng quizzes, these items were answered by the members of our Team Piaget kaninang umaga. And of course, you can easily download the PowerPoint presentation if you are a member of Team Piaget. So again, please do send a message through our Facebook page, just Guru Pinoy. Just send us a message and become a member of our Team Piaget. Okay, letter C, ang choice ng karamihan. What is the meaning of the term esoteric? The correct choice here is letter C. That's cryptic. Okay, cryptic. Pag sinabi mong esoteric, this is intended for or likely to be understood by only a small number of people with a specialized knowledge or interest. Parang synonym siya, no? Synonym siya ng term na jargon. It is cryptic, it is esoteric, no? So, naintindihan lamang siya ng very specific groups of people. Kunwari, yung mga lawyers mo, yung mga doktor mo, mga engineers mo, no? Meron silang mga terms na sila lang yung nakakaintindi dahil very specific na yung terms, very scientific na yung terms, no? It's only understandable by people in their own field. Okay, so that's cryptic, esoteric, jargon. Okay, ito yung mga synonyms niya. All right, we move on with the next item. Where is the human vocal cord located? Is it letter A, pharynx, letter B, esophagus, letter C, larynx, or letter D, resonator? Okay, ayun, meron tayong positive feedback dito kay Sir Al Rafael Alaurin Jacob. Good evening, ma'am. Salamat ho po pala sa mga free live review. Sir Al is talking about all the videos that we have on our YouTube channel. Meron din naman dyan sa ating Facebook page. No? Balikan niyo po lahat ng ating videos. Napakarami na po ng ating videos. Sabi ni Sir Al Rafael dito, karamihan po na na-review ko sa inyong channel nasa exam noong September 26. Salamat po. Maraming salamat din, Sir Al Rafael, for leaving your comment, your positive feedback here. Again, all the items that we are discussing are coming from the actual let items, no? And alam natin na ito talaga yung mga lumalabas sa let. Kaya yung mga nagre-review sa atin, hindi na masyadong nahihirapan once they take the let, no? Kasi nakikita na nila yung mga items na to, familiar na sila sa mga items, and so what they do, they don't think anymore. They simply choose the correct answer, no? The answer, the correct choice. So once again, these items that we have here right now, itong dinidiscuss natin, ganun din yung prof ed natin bukas, ay lumabas po sa September 2019. No? So kakasabi lamang kanina ni Sir, noong September 26 of this year, halos lahat ng mga na-review niya sa ating YouTube channel na videos natin doon, sa Gurong Pinoy na Facebook page, ay mga lumabas po sa ating let. So again, wag na po kayo maghanap ng ibang review center, ng ibang review material, ng libro, no? Minsan mali-mali pa po yung sagot. Dito po ay dinidiscuss talaga natin, hinihimay-himay, at sigurado kayong tama. Okay? So do not go anywhere else. Support Gurong Pinoy, and of course, join Team Piaget. Okay? So join na po kayo sa Gurong Pinoy, Team Piaget. All right. So again, in your item here, where is the human vocal cord located? The correct choice would be letter C, larynx. Okay? So larynx po ang ating hinahanap. When you say pharynx here, pharynx would be the throat, no? So lalamunan mo, the scientific term would be pharynx. Esophagus, you all know what esophagus is. This is the tube that would connect the mouth to the stomach. Resonator naman, these are the different parts of your body, different parts usually of the upper, your face, dito sa face mo, that would make sounds, no? So kasama dito yung mga pharynx mo, larynx, your nose, okay? So the tongue, these are all resonators, okay? So letter C, larynx, ang ating tamang choice. Okay, so again, this is your larynx, your voice box, no? That's your larynx right there. Ang esophagus mo, again, that would connect the mouth to your stomach. Now, this right here is, this one is the trachea or the windpipe. Yung trachea mo or windpipe, this is the common passageway of air and food, no? So, tinatakpan siya dito ng meron kang tiny flap of cartilage here, which you would call your epiglottis. Epiglottis. So, pag kumakain tayo, yung epiglottis mo would cover the trachea para hindi pumunta yung pagkain mo sa lungs, okay? Because your trachea is the common passageway of air and food. Kaya tama yung sinasabi ng nanay mo na do not talk while your mouth is full, kasi pag nagsasalita ka, mag-o-open yung epiglottis mo, na mag-o-open yung trachea, and so what happens is that nalilito, no, na pupunta yung food mo sa inyong, minsan pumupunta sa ilong, no? So, dapat wag salita ng salita, wag chismis ng chismis habang kumakain. But of course, the correct choice that we have was letter C, larynx, in that item. All right, we go to the next item. Ang kayarian ng salitang nasa malaking titik sa hindi tayo dapat magtaingang kawali sa mga bilin ng ating magulang ay, is it letter A, inuulit, letter B, tambalang ganap, letter C, tambalang di ganap, or letter D, may lapit? Nice to see you again. Si Sir yata naka-take na din ng let. Nice to see you again, Ma'am Mek. God bless Gurong Pinoy. Maraming salamat po. God bless din po, Sir Dustin. Okay, what is your choice for the current item that we have? Okay, what's your choice? Current item. Ano po ang ating tamang choice for this item? Okay.